All right, I'm going live. Hey, people. Thank you for tuning in to Top It Up. Not Top It Up. Thank you for tuning in to The Way Love Goes
with Tierra Monique.
Right.
Let's get it. Let's go.
I don't know why. But here we go.
What's up, everybody?
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today. Can you see me well? Something going on. I guess when the fall comes, the way the sun turns or whatever, it doesn't
it don't hit the same way.
Give me light in here anymore. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It don't hit the same way. So I'll figure it out. But hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the Way Love Goes podcast. What is wrong today?
It's all good. It's all good. I'm cold.
Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. You're cold?
I'm cold.
In California?
Yeah, I should say I'm California cold, not like legit cold.
Oh,
not Baptist cold.
Oh, yeah, Virginia cold. Yeah, Virginia cold is different.
It will suck your soul away. It just the wind just goes through you.
It does.
I've been in DC. So. Yeah. Oh. I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah.
Well, I was feeling a lot of cold weather and pain. Yeah.
So, but you was feeling something, but
I was feeling something, but it was not heat, it was not warmth, it was not love. Which is probably why this is an appropriate topic for today.
Right. Exactly. So
Yes, indeed.
Because we're talking about everything cuffing season. So
cuffing.
What's going on with you?
Dude, let's see what's going on. My son plays football and he hurt his foot and he hurt his back, and we told him he can't play in the game. We told him you could go, but you can't play. But he was trying to convince us that he was okay. He's like trying to jump up on his leg and we're like, bro, stop. All you doing is making it worse. then you won't be able to play the next game either. Chill out and let it heal, and then you can play in the next game.
Right.
But kids, man, they don't be listening.
Right.
They do to themselves what we do with the rest of our lives as adults. So yeah. But everybody else is cool. Everybody else is chilling and whatever. We just doing our thing. Just doing our thing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. What about y'all? What's up? What's how going out east?
Well, I'm going to celebrate my youngest son's birthday this weekend, so that's going to be fun. So we're doing that. I went to Hollow Scream last week.
Oh.
Is
that like a main thing? Oh, okay.
It's at Busch Gardens. Hey, Carol. We're just getting started. So yeah, I went to Hollow Scream. It's like at Busch Gardens at the music park, and it was something that I've never been. So I thought I was gonna be really scared, and I wasn't. I was scared, but I wasn't as scared as I thought I was gonna be. And it was cold, and it was a lot of walking, which usually is at amusement park. So
now, do you really get scared at those things?
I do. Legit scared.
Really?
Yes. Whose birthday is it? Oh,
no, you're
yes.
Yeah.
Thank you, Carol. I was like, who's nephew?
It's like, oh, who that? Yeah. Yeah, man. I don't know. Psychologically, I've stopped being scared of attractions. I was just like, man, I know this is fake. I know if this dude touches me, I could sue him. I know if I touch him, he could sue me.
Right.
We just gonna walk here and look at each other. But
Look, but they had the smoke. It wasn't like you just out there
mm-hmm,
walking like doo-doo-doo-doo. There was very limited lights on. Majority
mm-hmm,
of the lights were like the red and the orange lights, as far as
mm-hmm,
like cars. And then they had a lot of smoke. The smoke machines were going, so they had a lot
mm-hmm.
of that. And then so like my daughter was like, "Hey mom, let's go over there and take a picture with the clown."
Oh Lord, the
And
clown.
it was like almost like a what is that?
Like the
Um,
it clown?
yeah, like the it clown. And I
Yeah.
couldn't see too much of him because there was smoke, whatever. And then I was like, what girl? And as soon as I said what girl, all I heard was a chainsaw and saw this crazy looking thriller face in my face. And you
Oh.
heard like the chainsaw. Who has a chainsaw? Is that Mike
J-
Myers has a chainsaw?
Uh, J- Jason, I think.
Okay,
Is
well,
it Jason? Or is it
I don't
another
know.
guy?
I
There's
just
another
know that
guy.
the
There's a lot of these guys.
chainsaw was like, "Rrr," and I was like, what? Like, I got so scared. It scared me. I
Yeah.
was so scared.
Let me look it up on the internet while we
I
looking
was
at.
so scared, Carol. I was out there praying while I was walking. I was like, Lord, I know nothing's gonna happen to me. It's just the whole it's just the whole thing of, somebody just jumping out at you. So and not it's the not knowing. Oh, Carol said it was Jason.
Yeah, Jason. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. I
He
couldn't
never
remember who
he never actually uses it. He just be holding it.
had it.
That's a good point. He just be
That
up
is
there like
true.
he never saws anybody.
Right. That
Yeah.
is true. That's true. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So
Jason.
yeah, so that was fun. It was just fun to do that with my daughter. And we have like a
Nice.
different kind of family. I guess you could say we have like a Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, and the ex-wife type of situation as far
Oh
as
yeah?
like, yeah, like we
Like y'all
all
three will do stuff together?
we all yeah, so we all went together. It was my daughter, my ex-husband, his wife, and her son. And we
Okay.
all went
Okay.
yeah, we all went together. We rode in the same car up there together. So it was
Yeah, my
cool.
parents be doing that.
Yeah, it was cool. So it was good. My oldest son was there, but he was hanging
Mm-hmm.
out with his friends and he never wanted to come and meet up with us. So
Yeah, he's like, nah, 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 nah,
it's
nah.
like, no, no, I don't want to do
Nah,
that.
I'm
He's
good. I'm good.
he's too grown for us now. He's 18, he's too
Word.
grown for us now. So
Exactly. 18, you can't tell me nothing.
nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
Nothing. So yeah.
He's finna go back and get that tattoo y'all told him he couldn't get.
He probably get it somewhere where I
He
can't
just
see it,
he just
right?
waiting there. He's gonna get it on the back of his neck, under like on the side. We people getting the thing on the side.
Right,
And
right,
one day you're just gonna be like,
right,
what? Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right. So yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody again for joining us, the Way Love
Mm-hmm.
Goes
Mm-hmm.
podcast. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment below. Tell
Oh
your
yes.
friend, tell your sister, your mother, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell everybody, your enemies, that the Way Love Goes podcast is on right now. We come on every Friday at 2:30. If anything changes, we'll let you know. We're sorry about
Mm-hmm.
the delay today, but it's all good. We are here,
Yeah. My
and
bad. My bad, guys.
it's okay. It happens. I've been late too. So more than once. So yeah, so we just thank y'all, and don't forget to, when you listen to us on your other podcast platforms, don't forget to give us that 5-star rating.
Oh
Don't forget to
yeah.
share with other people so we can get in that good algorithm of love and all the and get in
Yes.
the algorithm of all those other love and relationship podcasts. And
Yes.
yeah, so thank you so much. Don't forget you can also send us an email at thewaylovegoespod@gmail.com. Okay.
And hit us on our Instagram.
Yeah. Oh, the
Don't forget our
Instagram too.
Instagram
At the
too.
Way Love Goes Pod is right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right. So today's show is all
Hmm.
about,
Hmm.
is the season to be cuffed?
Tis the season out here.
Tis the season to be cuffed, y'all.
Tis the season.
This it's hilarious. So many articles, so many. I didn't realize how many articles and how much people talk about cuffing season. Like even the dating apps have articles. Like I watched a video
Yeah.
today that was on YouTube by the dating app Bumble, and they did a whole
Mm-hmm.
series about
A series.
about cuffing.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they did a whole thing. It was about cuffing. They did a video about cuffing, and they talked about like tips so that you can have a really good cuffing season and like
like you're training, like train
right,
for the
right.
season. Wow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. So let's get into this, right? So let's get into this. So first of all, you haven't been in cuffing season in a long time, I get because you've been married.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've been
Yeah,
about the
yeah.
game.
You've been
Been
about the game.
about
I
the
feel
game.
right. So if you don't know what cuffing season is the time of the year between October and February, usually around the 14th. It's during the fall and the winter months when people who would normally rather be single or promiscuous find themselves, along with the rest of the world, desiring to be cuffed or tied down by a serious or a temporary relationship. So the cold weather and the prolonged indoor activity causes us singles to be lonely and desperate to be cuffed.
Mm,
Right
mm.
there is an indicator that maybe I should not engage in this season because desperation is involved. But hey, there are people so
Desperation.
that there is some good benefits to cuffing. Okay, so I also saw it as AKA the seasonal friends with benefits. So it's like a
Yes.
seasonal
I
friends with
just
benefits.
learned that abbreviation. I didn't even know there was a FWB abbreviation
Oh,
until
you
reading these
didn't?
articles.
You
Yeah,
didn't know that?
because I was like, oh no, I was like FWB. What is that? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
Carol.
Lord,
Somebody's bills getting paid.
somebody's bills are getting paid. What are you
Somebody's
doing?
bills are getting
What are
paid.
you doing to
Oh,
get those bills paid? How is this
right.
transaction taking place? Yeah, them.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mm, mm-hmm.
Right. So, as you know, so of course, if you know what friends with benefits is, you know the benefits part of it is a sexual thing. It's a sexual
Mm.
transaction.
Wait,
It is a
what?
transaction. It
What?
is. It's a
Really?
transaction because here I am. We're friends. We're hanging out.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
And then because of our friendship, we're gonna go ahead and give each other what we want in the bedroom. Now, some people might think that cuffing season is also
Oh.
about, just getting with someone, not necessarily sexual, but getting with someone and like you're my person who I'm gonna hang out with during this entire fall and winter season. You're gonna be my plus one to everything. Like some people don't have a plus one to all the different, job and corporate events as far as like Christmas and Thanksgiving. You may have always been the one who don't have a date to your family's Thanksgiving dinner or your job's function. And so you're like, I just want to have a plus one. So you cuff during this season, and you can
Yeah,
tell
I
your
see
friend
that. No, 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 no. I see that
nine times
smile.
out of
I
10,
see that
yeah,
smile, which means the
yeah,
sex is there. The
nine times
sex
out of
is
10 though, right,
9.5,
nine times out
nine
of
point
10,
nine nine
yeah.
nine 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 nine. Only if the dude is gay, and even then, you got some people that be exploring. This is how it is out here. Let's not even.
Oh my
Let's not
goodness.
even.
So yes,
Yeah.
right, right. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. Nine times out of 10, these people
Nine
are
times out of
having
nine.
they are having the sex. Okay,
They are
after they
having
hang
the
out
sex, guys.
right. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
after they're hanging out,
That was a
having a
great.
good
That was a
good time.
great pumpkin pie your mom made. All right, let's get to it. All right.
Right,
Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah. So the Urban Dictionary gives us a definition, which is really
Oh,
funny.
does it?
And it says,
Oh, does it?
right. So it says the cold season when everyone's coupling up. So you settle for a new boyfriend or girlfriend way below your standards,
Mm.
or you're one of the smart ones who cozy ups with a Coors Light in your your pupper. What is a pupper? Is that supposed to be your dog, your puppy, your
Yeah, I don't know. Is that a Jimish? Let me
yeah.
find out. I'll be the researcher for this episode. I'm gonna find out what a pupper is. Keep going. Ah, okay. A duggo,
Okay. Okay.
a pupper is um,
Oh,
a, a an affectionate term for your dog or puppy. It's used
oh,
in the
okay.
internet slang. It's yeah, it's called a doggo. It's called doggo lingo.
Oh, okay.
Did not know
Okay.
this. So it's your puppy.
Doggo lingo.
Mm.
Right.
Man, we getting all kinds of
Mm.
education going on today.
A lot of education. So
I
that
just
is in
found
a
out what
nutshell,
benefits means.
right? You learn it. It's funny that you never knew that, but again, friends with benefits came out while you were married. So I think that's
Well,
just
I
a new term
mean,
for it. I think it's always been a thing. It's just
everybody, everybody, I know what
yeah,
it means. This is
yeah.
sarcasm, just for anybody who's really out there thinking I don't know. Um, yeah, no,
Right,
yeah,
right.
no,
Oh,
it
look,
just came out. Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
hold on. What is
Yeah.
Carol's? Carol just asked the question. She said that our expectations. Hold on, let me show it. Our expectation discussed up front.
Mm,
Yes. So in the article that we
it
read
should be.
from
Hmm.
HelloGiggles.com, they did discuss and they did state that the cuffing season is not just someone is getting like pull one over on them. It's not like, oh, you meet someone. Sometimes it is like you meet someone and you don't know that
Hmm.
you're being sought after to be
Being
cuffed
cuffed.
just for a temporary season. But there are some people who say, look, they're like straight up front, hey, I'm looking for somebody between October 31st and February 14th or
Like
February 13th.
Craigslist ad or something.
Are you down? Right. Are you down?
Hmm.
You want to? I really like you. I like how this conversation go. I like how we vibe. I like how we hang. Are you down just to be my boo for the fall and winter season? And some people say yes. Why? Because everybody doesn't want a long-term relationship. This is one thing I've learned in dating, that everybody does not want to be in a long-term relationship. They don't even want to be in a monogamous relationship. They want to be able to do what they do when they're out, when
Yeah.
they're not with you, and then do what they do when they're with you. So
They
there
just want
are
to
people,
flow. Everybody just wants to
yeah,
flow.
yeah, there are people who like, hey, this is what I want. This is how it is. There's actually a movie called
Oh,
Friends with
yeah.
Benefits, I think, with
Yeah,
Ashton
yeah.
Kutcher and what's her name? Mila Kunikata.
Mila
I can't think of
Kunis.
her. Mila
Mila Kunis. Mila Kulatata. We
Kunikata.
we respect all cultures here.
I just could not think of how to say her name. I could see her
Yeah,
face.
Mila
I've
Kunis.
watched so many of her movies. I know they both were in that 70 show. So mm,
Mm-hmm. They were
but
they were dating for real.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So and look, Carol, you're jumping the gun. What
You're
happens if they
jumping
catch
the
feelings?
gun, girl. She's
Oh,
all in our docket.
what happens if they catch feelings? We're gonna talk about that, girl. We're gonna talk about that.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. So we had two articles. Well, I looked at Bumble as well because I thought it was
Mm.
hilarious
We
that the
scoured
dating
the
app.
internet, y'all.
Yeah, I scoured the internet. So, so a
It's
study from the
treacherous.
manual, right? A study from the manual.com, which is a website that's geared towards helping men in their relationships and everything else. This is a 2008 study of a group of heterosexual men showed that they were most attracted to women in the winter. Surprisingly, the season for bikinis and short shorts produced the lowest amount of attraction. And researchers said that this is likely caused by the contrast effect. When more frequent exposure to women's bodies in warmer seasons might increase men's attractiveness criteria for women's body shape and breasts. Meaning, more clothes equals more left to the imagination equals more attraction. What do you say about that? Since you are a man,
You know what? You know
were you
what? I'm
more
gonna
attracted
have
to your
to.
wife or being have when she in the summertime or in the wintertime?
You know what I would say? I think clothes. Okay, like say for example, a woman who's got a really great body shape. I think it looks
Mm-hmm.
better with clothes than without. Almost every time.
Mm, yeah.
Almost every time. So just on a straight up, just visual level, not thinking anything past that. I think it
Right.
actually the body actually looks better in clothes. Like a bodycon dress looks better than a bikini. I don't know why exactly, but just I don't know. The composition looks better. So
Right.
I'll say that. I'll say that. In terms of like what they're kind of saying, like when you leave more to the imagination, I do think that men, while we are visual, I think there is something to be said about the engagement. Like, oh, guys like activities, right? So
Right.
chase
Right.
the
Right.
chase is part of an
Right.
activity, and it's not even like a.
Right.
I don't even think it's like a chauvinistic thing, like like a this woman is my property, let me get her. I think it's like it
Mhm.
could be fun. It could be just an interesting, engaging way to like develop. Like the more healthy way, I guess you would say, is developing a relationship, and the more base way of thinking about it is like, let me bag this lady, let me bag this girl, whatever,
Mhm.
But the activity itself of pursuit is an engaging uh, activity. So yeah, I think there's a little bit of merit to that. I could think of like people that because everybody has eyes, so they be seeing
Right.
people,
Right.
and
Right.
I have literally there's been people like throughout my life that I've seen them always wearing clothes, and then you see them at the beach one time and you just be like, oh, okay, that's what they look like. And then you never think about it again. This is true.
You
This is true,
never think
guys.
about it again.
You just like, yeah, okay. Like I wasn't thinking about it, but now that I'm seeing it, I'm like, oh, interesting. Because usually I
Huh.
see them looking this way. Now I'm seeing them
Right.
looking like this. So it's like, oh, okay, all right, okay, cool. I guess that's what they look like. Yeah.
Well, yeah, and but I get that because it does leave the person to their own imagination. Not to say you should be out here
Mm-hmm.
like thinking about the whole time.
Now
Like,
everybody's like
you know,
scanning everybody now, like,
I wonder what they look like under that skirt there, girl. It's not like
hey,
that.
that
But it
sweater
does.
though.
Right, but it does make you not be upfront. Of course, we're going to see you in the summertime with less clothes, but if someone meets you when you're fully dressed and they can't see you there, I think their focus is on you at that time. Men,
Yeah.
yes, men are going to see. I want to say men and women. We're looking at each other. We're
Yeah,
checking.
that's what I'm trying to say. Like they try to put it all on the men. I know the ladies be looking
Women
too.
are looking. Women are looking at butts just like men are. Women are looking at the arms and the
Yo,
biceps. Go ahead.
question.
Uh-huh.
Do you remember the first time that you ever sensed guys looking at your body? Do you remember that feeling?
Yes.
What were you was it like was it like, oh, hey, cool. People are looking at me now, or were you like, oh, this is gross. My god, get your life together.
Let's see. So I won't have to go to the therapist tomorrow. Let's
We're cracking it
two
open
things.
now, everybody. Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Right, right. So two things. So the first time is when I was in the third grade because I was very well endowed in the
In the
in the
third grade?
cantaloupe watermelon region.
In that region.
And
Dang.
so in the third
Wow.
grade, I was like
That's
one of the main
stressful.
girls in third grade with boobs. Like I wasn't even wearing a training bra. It was like that. I just came from a line of family who like had big boobs. But
Mm-hmm.
but that was weird. That was just weird.
Mm-hmm.
But when I was in high school in 10th grade, when I finally, because like ninth grade, um, I was like tomboyish, but eighth grade, I mean not eighth grade, but 10th grade,
10th grade?
when I
Uh-huh.
started feeling myself, like okay, look, I can wear the the tight pants now. I was
Mm-hmm.
feeling myself when I used to walk down the corridor in high school.
The corridor,
I would
that dang
feel
corridor. Uh-huh.
I would feel the eyes like, oh, is that Tierra? So yeah, you can even when you don't see them first, you can. I
Mm-hmm.
even now as an adult, you can feel when somebody's like really looking at you for some reason. It's like
Mm-hmm.
this person is staring at me. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I do. I
Interesting.
remember that.
Yeah, I always
Great
wonder that
point.
because I
Great point.
remember
So
I remember
men,
that too.
right? Yeah. So I thought that it was very interesting to find out that men re- actually desire a woman
Mm,
more when she has clothes on when she doesn't. Which I don't say that that's like a brand new, but it's just like even like now with social media, I know I always hear guys on the dating apps, they go, I like your profile because you didn't have a butt pic. Like you didn't have your butt on
mm,
top of the. You weren't like, hey, got my booty,
yeah,
got my
yeah.
booty.
And like, 'cause if you're
You
doing
were
it,
like
if
you
you're
were
doing it
dressed. I could
there, it's
see.
like you're gonna be out
Right.
everywhere when
Where else
it's
would
out
you?
in public. There's nothing.
Right.
There's nothing to
Right.
look forward to. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think that's pretty cool. That's good to hear. It's good to know. But
Hmm.
because of that, cuffing season is among us. So here's
Yeah.
the question: have you ever participated in this season of cuffing? Who wants to answer first, me or you?
Yeah. Well, my answer has I got a qualifier for you because I'm wondering like,
Okay.
is it longer than hooking up? Would you say? Is it longer than that, or is hooking up actually
I think
part of it?
I think hooking I think hooking up is like usually like quick. It's almost it's I think hooking up
Yeah.
is in the same category as like a one night stand.
Mm,
Um
mm.
it's like
Okay.
where
Well,
uh, cuffing is like it's more
like
long term. It's
intentional.
temporarily long term. Like it's
Yeah,
intentional. It's
temporarily long term.
yeah, temporary
It's
long
like
term.
a
Yeah.
short contract. It's like a shorter contract.
Right.
Uh, yeah, I don't think I really have ever done that. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, because I was either I have a short
Yeah.
attention span, so
I,
yeah.
I
Are you there?
think I have so I mean because according to the Urban Dictionary definition is that this is a time period where you talk to people who you normally wouldn't talk to because
Mm,
you want to have someone during this
have I
holiday
done
season. I mean, that's what it's really all
that?
about. There's
Yeah,
Thanksgiving, there's Christmas, there's New Year's, and if it continues, then it can go into Valentine's Day, or it can stop abruptly, right before
two
Valentine's
days
Day,
before,
depending on what your yeah,
with
yeah.
your budget
So
is
I think
right,
I
right.
have. I think I have. I think I have. I think I've
Hmm.
been like, oh, especially if I was talking to someone during the summertime and they fizzled out right before fall, then it's like, okay, what do I do
We're like,
now?
let me pick it up. Let me pick that back up. Let me circle back
What do
around to
I do
that.
now? What do I do now? And I know
Mm,
another article had said that the cold winter months, so when the cold weather comes along, people naturally gravitate to want to stay inside, and they naturally gravitate to want to be closer to other people. That's why Thanksgiving and Christmas is such a very familial holidays because people want to be around those they love. They want to be close.
right.
And of course, we also that also has something to do with us from way back when the cavemen. I guess if you believe in cavemen and all that good stuff, that cavemen they were always together in groups, and if that man didn't have nobody, he was like, "I'm just gonna snatch up anybody. Come here, you look
Yeah,
like the little bear.
pop them
Come
over
over
the
here,
head, snag them up.
right, right. You look like that's with that saber tooth tiger over there. Come on,
Yeah,
you
you
have
or
one too.
them. You smaller,
I'm
you won't eat me.
I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you and that one too. I'm gonna see you and that one
Yeah.
too. So yeah. So I think I have. I also think I have been used during this time of year and not know it. Yeah, I
Yo,
can say I have.
let's go to the list because there's a list. There's a list.
Okay,
Are you
okay,
being cuffed?
okay,
Are you being cuffed?
yeah,
Um, everybody that is
right.
watching can evaluate themselves on this list. Um, yeah, I'll just read down it. Any future plans do not go beyond the winter months.
Right.
You don't go on many or any dates. Dang, any dates? None? Yikes. There's a lot of excitement about holiday plans, but it stays there. You are contacted out of the blue before holiday events, and it feels like there's a sense of urgency to get together. Mm. Intimacy tends to be physical, and there is a lack of deeper conversation or desire or emotional connection. There may be on and off ghosting. On and off ghosting. This person's relationships have a pattern of only lasting during the winter months. So you might get this like cyclical cuffing. Most plans are about staying in bed rather than other activities, and any other plans are very low key. The sex feels good for now. The person is emotionally unavailable, and we talked about that from emotional baggage last week. Mercy,
emotionally unavailable.
Lord have mercy.
Right. So,
any of those?
I have noticed all of these things before. That's why I said I know that I have been targeted. I know I have been targeted for cuffing season, and I just wasn't aware of it. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, he misses me. Oh my gosh, he wants to talk to me again. No, girl.
Yeah.
If he has not talked to you from April to October, there is a clear sign as to why he's being so aggressive right now, especially if before those times that he did talk to you, sex was involved. So it's like, I know that whenever we were together, this is what happened. So let me see if she's still, up for this type of, situation. So it's like, I mean, I do remember this, unfortunately. Any future plans that do not go beyond the winter months. It's
Lord,
like, hey, you want to go hang out and do it. Once it's over, it's like, you don't hear anything else. You don't go
like,
on.
I gotta go to work.
I wrote in my notes that the part that says most plans are about staying in bed rather than other activities, and other plans are very low key. I call those bed dates. If all that person wants to do is invite you over to their house to Netflix and chill, let's watch a movie. I got it's not even Netflix and chill anymore. I got the Fire Stick. Why do we need to go to the movie theater? I got the Fire Stick. I can buy some popcorn, buy some pizza. We could watch a movie at the house. My name is Tierra, and I have felt.
I'm a cuffer.
I have been cuffed. I'm a cuffee.
Cuffee.
I'm a cuffee. I have been cuffed before with that. So it's like, those are like signs. These are all signs that you are being cuffed, or that you are the cuffer. So it's the cuffer and the cuffee. But some people don't think they're doing it. Some people think that, some people, I don't think some people realize they're doing it until it's over and they realize they hurt somebody's feelings. Because just like, Carol had mentioned, no, listen.
Okay. I'm listening.
I think that people can think, I told her, I just wanted to do this, but then you do things that have boyfriend written all over it. Like you are,
they got caught slipping.
Right. So yes. So and then that person gets hurt because maybe they thought they can do this, and then realize, no, I really can't do this because I don't know how to be with someone like this without mixing things up,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
the cuffer. You talking about the cuffer, not the cuffee.
But mostly the cuffer. Like the cuffer, say the cuffer was in a long-term relationship, and that's all they know. Well, they were married for a long time, so all they know is how to act like a boyfriend or a husband, right? and then they try to do
Mm.
friends with benefits or the seasonal friends with
Oh,
benefits,
they trying to get in
and
the
they don't
game.
right, and but they don't know how to just not be emotionally withdrawn. They pour it on, like they pour it on. They do all the things that a boyfriend would do. You know what I'm saying? They do the things
Mm.
that you would think, oh my gosh, he must really like me more than what I thought. And then once it's over,
Mm.
like, oh, but you know, I told you. And it's like, yeah, you told me, but you did
But then you
differently.
was
Like you
doing.
told,
You're like, yeah, but I told you. Yeah, but you was
yeah, it's always
doing.
that.
There's always
Yeah,
that. Yeah,
that's why
but.
men, you know, y'all both, men and women, have to be very smart if you're going to participate in cuffing season. And just like Carol had said, she said, I'm going to say this the way that not Carlton Banks said it. Once it
Mm.
pops up, once it pops up, if it pops up, my screen froze out. Hold on,
No, we
show.
good. Well, I hear you. We hear
Leave
you.
my anointing off.
Leave my anointing off. The
Leave
anointing
my
is
anointing
it's
off.
gone. You are
That's what she
no
said.
longer
It's free.
mantled. You are unmantled at this point. We trying to get her back, y'all. She didn't got raptured.
You're unmantled.
Yeah.
It's a delay. So I'm sorry, you guys. So my joke fell all the way flat. But anyway, but yes.
Leave my anointing
But
off.
if you don't know what we're talking about, go to Kev on Stage Studios app and you'll find out.
And you'll find
So,
out free info.
but yeah, so I think so. Huh?
What? Say again. I think you froze up.
I had some pictures that I thought I had sent and I don't know. Can you hear me?
Ooh. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I said I had some pictures that I had sent, I think.
Mm.
Did you see them? It was the ones where it was like they have an actual cuffing season application.
No. We need no. Let's fill it out. Let's. All right. Where is it? Where is it? Can we fill it out live?
Hold
That
on,
would be.
hold on. Let me
Oh
find it.
my
Hold on.
God.
Let me
Let's fill it
hold on.
out.
Let me
Let's
find
fill
it.
it out.
Let's see. Yeah. I saw it last night. I saw it last night. The cuffing season application.
Let's see. Let's see if we could
It was
handle
like, so
this.
this one right here says it says name, Facebook, number, Instagram, Snapchat, your Twitter, your height, your Tumblr, your age. Are you
Hmm.
skinny, thick, or fat? How loyal are you from 1 to 10?
Why do they care about the loyal?
What?
Why do they care about the
I
loyal?
know. Why are you caring about loyal? Look, how long do you want to be cuffed? Circle the best answer.
What's the options?
Seasonal,
Uh huh.
seasonal, which means break up. Okay, seasonal, break
Mm
up right before summer.
hmm. Mm hmm. Oh,
B,
that's a long
long
time. You
term.
get all
We
the
in
way
this
through
for
the
the
summer.
long.
Not bad. That's not bad. That's a deal. Okay.
Right, right. So B is long term. We in this for the long run.
Mm
C is off and on cuff while it's cold and single when it's hot. It says
hmm.
answer yes or no to the following question. Are you in school? Do you have a job? Are you willing to pay on dates?
Ooh.
Are you or were you a thought? And then of course it says, what's your sexual right? So then it says, of
mm.
course, what's your sexual appetite? How freaky are you? Please circle the one that describes you the most. A, I will do whatever he wants or
Okay.
she wants.
Mm
B, I'm selfish and it's about what he does to me.
hmm. Mm
C,
hmm.
I will do some, not all. And D, I'm a virgin, open to trying new things. Like what?
Wow. Groceries. Wow. Carol is
Oh
going off
no!
here.
What?
Um, yeah, I know, that should have been one of the checks.
Well,
That should have been one of the checks.
yeah,
Groceries, no groceries.
yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
it's weird. It's just so weird how I mean how this is like a thing. It's like it's such a thing that I mean like there's a meme out called BLK's official guide for cuffing season. There's a
Mm,
scouting season, a drafting season, a tryout season, a
mm-hmm.
preseason, then a cuffing season, then the playoffs is right before Valentine's Day,
Ooh.
and if you make it to the championship game, that's a day before Valentine's Day, and
And
you're
if you get to the
offered
game,
yeah, you're offered boyfriend status, and you can celebrate Valentine's Day together if you make it to February the 13th.
ooh. So where's the training season? That's what I want to know. I want to know about the training season.
But
That's
oh,
my
so scouting is August. I
August
think the
14th.
training. No, that's scouting.
Oh, okay.
Tryouts. It's October 1st to the 31st.
That's a short window. That's a short window. Well, I guess if
And
you
then
know
go
your
on dates
pool.
with your top candidates.
Oh, okay.
Let me go back
Yeah,
to the
yeah, go.
top.
Okay, yeah, go back,
I
go
wish I
back.
could pull this up.
Training is preseason. Okay, yeah,
Um,
you're right,
okay, so
mom.
scouting is August the 1st through the 30th.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
That's when
Then
you're recruiting.
drafting is September 1st through the 30th. That's when you pick your top candidates.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Okay, okay.
Then October 1st to the 31st is tryouts. You go on dates with your top candidates. And then
That's
the
a
preseason
combine.
game is November 1st through the 30th. You get more serious with one or two prospects.
Okay.
Then the cuffing, they say the cuffing season starts January 1st, no, December 1st through January 15th.
Oh wow! So so Thanksgiving is in
Freezing.
preseason.
I'm so sorry, you guys. I don't know why I keep freezing.
No, that's fine.
See if you can try to find it. You can pull it up, D.
So
Okay.
Thanksgiving
It says cuffing season
Thanksgiving is
is
preseason.
December 1st through January 15th. Pick your best match and become exclusive for the holidays. Then your We're both doing something weird. What is going on with the
Yeah.
internet?
They don't like that we're talking about this.
They don't like that we're exposing. We're
Yeah, we're
exposing people.
exposing. We are the light shining in the darkness,
Okay. All right.
brushing away the
So
shady.
the playoffs is January 16th through February 12th. That means you survive the
Okay.
holidays and
You
you
got through the
consider
holidays, right?
long-term potential, right? And then February 13th is a championship game. You
Mm-hmm.
offer them the boyfriend and girlfriend status, and then you can celebrate Valentine's Day together.
Mm. So
And then say, yeah.
you now if you got a football person, that means you've made it through all the bowl games. You've made it through the Super Bowl.
Right.
And you no, that's just definitely got to be some training because that's some endurance. That's some endurance. You definitely gotta get your weight up for that.
There's one other one that says after the championship game is debate spring break. So you all have to talk about what you're going to
Mm,
do during spring break.
you
And then
and
you can
how do you win? Yeah.
right. Then you can either resign from cuffing or go ahead and do spring break together. And then the other one, and then once you get to April the 16th, It's either you're going to be cuffed or uncuffed. This is when you're either going to stay cuffed to that person or
Ooh,
you're
uh-huh.
going to uncuff this person right
So
before.
they might get some of the benefits of your return.
Right. It's so funny because this whole thing looks like something for college. The way it
Oh
starts
yeah.
off in August and then it ends right before school gets out in May.
Hey, mom said spring break we can see other people.
Spring break.
So she's not
Spring
she's
break
not
is
she's
other
not even
people.
trying to, yeah, she's like, nah, give me my spring break. I need that.
Right. Right. You're gonna go to Mexico and I'm gonna go to California, so just do your thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Um yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you can
It's
get my
just
tax benefit. Mm, mm,
right. So it says consider the following. Communication is key. You want to be discerning, so you don't want to rush and pick the wrong person, I guess. You got to know when to set
yeah.
boundaries. You know when to set boundaries, what you're gonna do, what you're not gonna do. Enjoy it for what it is what they say. And of course, take safer sex precautions. So even though we are faith-based, we are Christians, we know that Christians have sex. Let's
They
be
be
honest.
having the sex, yo.
Right. Christians who are not married be having the sex. So let's not
Hey,
act like
and
we're
extra point on that is they talked about checking the amount of partners that the other
yeah.
person has. Is you the
Yeah.
only cuff, or do they got a chain link that's going down the block? Like, where
Right.
are we at with it? Because you
Right.
definitely don't want to be in a as part of, you don't want to be part of a stable or a merry-go-round.
Right.
You don't want to be a team. Like, are you a bench player? No.
Right. Right. Exactly. Because
This
here's the
is
thing,
this is so crazy that we're putting these
right. You
standards
don't
on this ridiculous
right.
thing.
Just
Yeah.
like just like any other dating situation, you don't want to one end up with a STD,
Right.
end up with HIV, okay,
Facts.
or become pregnant, okay? And you don't want to end up hurting people's feelings as well. So just be safe in all things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's get to these pros and cons of the season that is among us called the cuffing season, aka
Yeah.
seasonal friends with benefits. What are your pros and
FWB.
cons?
All right. So my pro is this.
Mm-hmm.
You could potentially find somebody that's a quality relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe
Mm-hmm.
you are lazy in terms of real relationships, but perhaps the energy that it takes to get your
Uh-huh.
cuff might coincidentally get you in a space where you find that person who is actually legit, and you'll be like, oh, this there might be something here. There might be. I may have
Right.
to go outside of policy and actually start engaging, right? And cuffing may have been the catalyst to shoot that into fruition. So that's the positive of that. That's my pro. I have no other
Mm-hmm.
pros. That's it. The rest of it is
That's it.
trash. Yeah.
Okay. My
Yeah.
pro based off this pros and cons, 7 pros and cons of cuffing season list that we got from
Oh, that list is
this
crazy,
website.
by the way.
Yeah, very crazy. But they had a couple of that. I was like, okay, okay.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Having a date for all the winter festivities, gatherings, and get downs. I think that if it is a mutually if it's mutual, if this is a mutual cuffing, okay, you're not playing with someone's emotions. You are both saying,
Hmm.
"Hey, I have a lot of things to go to this winter, this fall, and
Can I
I need a
pencil
plus
you in?
and I need a plus one." Let me tell you something. People do this already anyway, and they pay for it. They call escorts. Okay, they do this. So if
Mm.
you're gonna have somebody
Mm.
free that you actually like and you don't have to pay for them to do it. Y'all both
Mm.
mutually want to have someone that you can hang out with. that y'all both have something in
A free
common.
meal for the coffee.
Right. So if I say that
Okay.
outside of the sex part, because I say that because not a lot of women can have sex with a man who is showing them a lot of attention and not catch feelings. So that's a con. I
Mm,
just skipped to that. I'm sorry, but yeah. But so pro is having someone to go with all of your festivities, your gatherings, and your get downs. Um,
mhm,
yeah, and like you want to, hey, you want to go with me to Christmas Town or whatever, just having someone like that. Um, I thought it was very funny that they said, in all seriousness, regular company that likes your face can do wonders for your mental health. I think that's true.
mm,
I think that when
mhm,
you are talking to someone and you're getting to know someone who enjoys your conversation, who enjoys your company, it builds up your self-esteem, which also helps with your mental health. So that this person like genuinely likes you and they genuinely want to hang out with you, and you both aren't trying to rush into a relationship, but y'all really like each other's company. What's wrong with that? Okay. As long as you are being upfront about what the situation is. Okay. Outside of that, that's
mm,
my only two things I can say that are kind of like cons. I mean, kind of like pros. So, what's your con?
mhm. Everything else. Everything else. To me, it's so funny that this is a real thing. That I mean,
Right.
because I get it from an emotional, psychological reaching and grasping thing. This is where I kind of started to think seriously about this. And I was like, you know what? What is the actual foundational thing that the itch that's getting scratched? And I was like, okay, I think it's loneliness or like a desire for companionship, right? So I was like, okay, well, if you can have friends, the only thing outside of it being friends
Right.
is the physical nature of it, right? I guess the emotional
Right.
part can get deeper than you can get with a friend
Right.
if you're trying to have a partner. So what I came up with is a suggested other approach. I laid it. I
Okay.
got a little layout for
Okay.
another approach. This is like the healthy cuff approach, right? This is the organic, the sprouts cuff approach, if you will. Um, you know, uh, yeah, that's what I would say. So
Uh-huh.
so it takes some planning. It takes some planning because what you're actually trying to do is see if you can get a long-term person, right? And you're using the
Right.
momentum and force of the cuff season to kind of expedite a little bit of your connection, if you will. That's French word there. So like what you do is according to that timeline, I would say this is around training season. No, not training. What was it? Scout, maybe around scouting season. I think it was. No, around draft time.
Right.
Around draft time.
Yeah.
Around draft time.
Oh.
Maybe even a little
Uh-huh.
before draft time. Maybe
Hmm.
a little before draft time when you're scouting. Um, Part of your scout, it actually kind of
Right.
follows that model a little bit. You scout, like five or six, contenders, top contenders, and you do
Right.
group activities, right? Where y'all
Hmm.
can get to know each
Yeah.
other in a no pressure situation, right? You get to know them in a no pressure situation.
Right. Right.
You get to
Right.
kind of see how they are.
Right.
Now what you got your motives, but they don't really know what's going on. So you
Right.
get to see a little bit of them more, right? And then as the as you move past the draft and you're getting into preseason there, you can like narrow it down. You got your leaderboard at home and you narrow it down to
Uh-huh.
like two, right? And then
Hmm.
you do like a mini no, like a no physical cuff, and you actually try to go on a date with them,
Right.
and then the one that rises
Hmm.
to the top, You take the momentum of cuffing season and try to see if you can make that a real thing. Be like, man, would I let this person taste my
Right.
grandmother's apple pie?
Right.
I mean, are they worthy of Aunt Sharon's macaroni, mashed potatoes? Possibly, and then see if you could let them on through. You can let them on through. You know, that's
Right.
my alternative approach. It's like using the momentum of the cuff to try to get something more organic. Like I say, just like your Trader Joe's to Sprouts uh, version of cuffing. That's what I would say. Yeah, yeah. So try that on for size, somebody, and let me know how that works out.
Okay. Okay. I get you. I get you. So my cons for this is,
Hmm.
like you said, and what's on this list is you feel a false sense of closeness after having experienced the holidays and hibernation together that can be easily confused for a solid foundation for a long-term
Mm,
people are going to catch feelings. People are going to catch feelings. Just like my mother said,
yep,
cons, some will have more feelings than the other. Absolutely. Especially
it's
if
gonna happen.
especially if y'all are having sex.
Oh yeah.
Especially,
Oh yeah.
especially if y'all having sex and the sex is good. Someone's gonna catch feelings for real. And it's not gonna be the feelings they really want. It's all superficial, it's all physical. So
Hmm.
it's like that's why I say it's better to be upfront and say, how about, like you saying, how about we just, hey, I just want a friend and a companion for this season. I'm looking for a friend, like a real friend. I'm looking for somebody I can hang out with who's the opposite sex for this season. And that's it. I don't want to have sex with you. That's
They're
not
gone.
that's we're not having sex. And then
They're gone.
but you know what? But then
Hmm.
you have dodged a bullet for yourself, because if you know yourself, to thine own self be true. If you
Right.
know that, even though if you know that before this time of the year you were really looking for somebody to be in a relationship with, like you really wanted to meet someone to get to know and to get in a relationship and then get married, don't do this.
Don't
Don't do
do it at all.
don't don't do the cuffing season. Why?
Ding, ding,
Because
ding.
your feelings are going to get hurt, and just like I kept seeing, and like the Urban Dictionary says, you end up entertaining people you should not be entertaining, and then you end up hurting yourself when you find out, or when you realize and you come to yourself like, oh my gosh, why did I even get this person a time of day? Like, this person is not for me, and I am not, and you're probably not for them. Everybody can't handle you, and you can't handle everybody. So let's just not. I would say let's just not.
I feel like
And
that's so
yeah,
exhausting.
yeah. But the caveat to that is, if you're not looking for, if you really want to meet people, you're dating right now. Even though cuffing season is going on, you're actually intentional about dating with purpose. Still
Hmm.
date, but let that person know that I'm looking for long term. I'm not looking for nothing that is temporary. So if
Hmm.
you're looking for something that's temporary, that I'm not the one for you, doesn't mean you're not a good person. It just means that I'm not the person who's going to jump on this train with you. So that's just that. Um, because it just gets dangerous. But again, if you're not
Right.
that person, if you're not looking for something long term, hey, I mean, to each his own. The other thing I say that is a con, like someone says on this list, it says the cringe you feel when your winter boo starts trying to make future plans with you.
Uh,
So
uh,
but again, to me, that is because there wasn't a clear, concise communication of, this is what this is. It's nothing less. And again, if you know yourself that you don't know how to not get emotional with someone. I know for me, I do not know how to not get emotional with someone. I'm going to get emotional, especially if I like you and we're hanging out all the time. We're going to all some movies together. We're going to all these events together. We're talking all the time. We're talking about especially if our conversations are deep. We're having really intellectual conversations because I am a sapiosexual. I am attracted to somebody's mind. That's why when someone asks me, "What's your type?" Someone who has strong character and can carry on a conversation does not involve sex. Of course, yeah, I want you to, make my eyes feel good, but at the end of the day, my eyes trick me every time. If I'm focused on what you look like, I'm gonna get tricked by myself. My eyes are gonna trick me. So, it's like those things. It's like you just don't want to get so caught up in trying to have somebody because you're going to be lonely during the holiday season that you end up hurting yourself and hurting someone else's feelings, that you end up having an unwanted pregnancy, that you end up having unwanted STDs. I mean, it is trash.
Could you imagine?
What is a nerve? A sapiosexual is someone who is attracted to the mind of someone. Like I'm attracted to your mental, and so that's what. But yeah, so those are my cons. My cons are, be careful, be safe, and
be careful,
and recognize. Well, this is not a con. It's just like basically a conclusion, or I guess not a conclusion, but wrap up. Not really good.
Yeah.
Anyway, but it's like recognize the signs that we talked about. Those signs. The person does not talk long term. If you don't know that you're being cuffed, because 9 times out of 10, you're not going to know that you're being cuffed, because most people don't want to tell you the truth because they don't want to miss out on the opportunity to use you. Bars that just can't. That was just dropped down from the Holy Spirit and it's downloaded right into me. And
download right now.
Holy Spirit,
thankful faithfulness.
Thankful. What the thankful faithfulness?
Where the thankful faithfulness did that come from?
Exactly.
Hallelujah.
So yeah, I done forgot what I said. What did I say?
We're gonna have to play it back. Yeah, y'all play it back and put it in the comments.
But yeah, so just think about what I just said. Just rewind it because I just forgot what I said. I I got so excited about what I said that I forgot what I said. But go through the list. I would say go through the list. Go through that list that we talked about. Oh yeah, I was saying that most people will not tell you the truth because they don't want to miss out on the opportunity to use you. So you have to make sure that you are aware and that you are aware of that list that we were talking about. As far as they don't talk about future plans with you, you don't go on any dates. They're always promising or whatever, and every time they want to see you is always at their house or at your house, or it's always at nighttime. They never want to do anything with you during the day. It's all about sex. There is no deeper conversation. There is no emotional connection. This person has a pattern of only getting involved with people during the winter months or the fall, whatever. So, and that person is not emotionally available. So those are signs.
Dude.
Those are signs that you should be aware of.
Yeah, don't let it happen to you.
Don't let cuffing season happen to you.
Be smart. Don't get cuffed. What's that Michael Jordan mean? Stop it. You look like an idiot. Just stop it. I have when we get to our last thought, I have the perfect verse for today's situation. Are we there?
I think we're there because I don't think I really have a quote outside of what I just said.
Outside of that download that you dropped that we all
that download I just dropped,
marveled at. Okay, that y'all gonna play back and rewind in your mind.
Right.
Yes, exactly, moms. Public service announcements. Don't let this happen to you. All right, here's the verse.
Yes.
Let me give y'all this verse. Jeremiah chapter 10.
Jeremiah.
We're looking at the 8th and ninth verse today, people. It says, people who worship idols are stupid
Huh?
and foolish. The
Huh?
things they worship are made of wood. Hello.
Right.
They bring beaten sheets. Hello. Of silver from Tarshish and gold from Uphaz. And they give these materials to skillful craftsmen who make their idols. Then they dress their gods in royal blue and purple robes made by expert tailors. Why do I use this verse today, people? Because cuffing is an idol to relationship. People
Mm-hmm.
will worry themselves into thinking that something real is going on when they've simply
Right.
given their goods to a master craftsman who has created for them this fantasy that they
Right.
can worship, and they dress it all up nice in purple and blue from uppers or wherever that was. And then
Right.
they're stuck worshiping this foolishness. Don't let cuffing happen to you.
What
That's the end of the
was that scripture?
commercial.
Jeremiah. That is Jeremiah
Jeremiah
8 what?
10, 8 and 9. Jeremiah, the 10th chapter, and the 8th
Oh,
and
the
ninth
10th chapter.
verse. Yes, yes,
Jeremiah,
indeed.
the 10th chapter, and the 8th
Mm,
and ninth verse. So I was like, I didn't, okay. All right.
Yeah, put that in your resources. Text that to the next person that tries to cuff you.
Right.
No explanation,
Right.
just text it to them. If they don't get
uh,
it, you dodged a bullet.
right.
Carol said, let's work on
So
not
I
being
have,
emotionally connected. Mm, that's the
I
opposite of
don't think
what we're
it's
saying,
possible.
girl.
Right, Carol. We want to be emotionally connected to people because if we are going through life trying to only be surface, we will never reach the destination of deep. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
double download.
I just got
Double
something else. Oh my
download.
gosh.
Bow, bow,
Ding,
bow,
ding, ding, ding,
bow.
ding. I just said something
We
else.
need the
I just
explosion,
said
that
something
little
else.
explosion.
I
Yeah.
know. And my computer is doing something weird. So sorry you guys, I
Don't
can't look
throw
at your
your
comments
pearl.
anymore.
You right, mom. Don't throw your pearls to swine. Absolutely.
Yes,
Don't
yes,
let
yes,
cuffing
yes.
happen to you.
Don't let it happen to you. But yeah, so Mahatma Gandhi says
Oh,
it's
oh.
easy. Yeah, yeah. We're gonna
Yeah,
go to
we
the
got the
really
big
serious.
guns today. The big guns.
Yeah, you're right. He says it's easy to stand in the crowd, but it takes courage to stand alone.
Mm,
Are you okay with being alone? I think that's what cuffing season is all about. It's not wanting to be with yourself, right?
mm.
Look at you.
Ooh.
Are you okay with being with yourself? Can you be with
Mm,
yourself this time of year? And I know there are people who this time of year it becomes so lonely that
mm-hmm.
they think of harming themselves. And we're not saying for you to get isolated. That's not what we're saying. We're not
Right.
saying that you isolate yourself. We're saying that don't allow this season of loneliness, which it is for
Mm-hmm.
some people, to make you get into a situation that causes you to basically lower your standards, um, and for you to become out of character of who you really are. So it's like sit with yourself and ask, can I be okay with going to Thanksgiving dinner without a boo? Can I be
Right.
okay with going to the Christmas party without a boo? Can I be
Mm,
okay with not receiving anything from a boo?
Mm.
because Thanksgiving and Christmas is not about um having a boo. It's about family time. It's about being with people that you love, your friends, you know, anyone who brings joy and happiness to your life in a way that does not make you have to diminish who you are as a person. So you don't want to get into a situation because you're lonely. You just want to have somebody with you. And like
Mahatma.
says, Mahatma says, it's easy to be with someone else, basically. It's easy to stay in a crowd, but it takes courage
Mm-hmm.
to be by yourself. So it's easy for me to call up Joe Blowho and say, hey,
Mm-hmm.
come on over. But it's takes a lot of courage for me to say, you know what, I could call him, but not today.
Ooh.
Not today. I could
Not
call you,
today, Satan.
but I'm not going to. I could respond to your text message. I want to say this. You do not have to answer the call. You do not have to respond to the text message.
Cuffies. Don't let cuffing happen to
Puppies.
you.
Yeah, don't let it happen to you. So, to each his own. If that's what you want to do. If I had to be, I'd say yes. If you,
Oh,
okay,
we're gonna
we're gonna be
we're
yet
gonna pray for
praying
this.
for you, Carol. You know what? I just think that it's to each his own.
Yeah, true.
If you want to do it, do it. But I think that you just be safe when you're doing anything. Be wise. From a faith standpoint, check in with God and ask God, should I be dating right now? Am I
No,
ready to date right now?
no.
No. And should I
You
be,
gotta ask me. No.
no.
Sorry. Yeah, let's be
Um,
serious. Sorry.
Also, is this person that I am in that I like talking to, should I continue to talk to them in a friendship way or in a romantic way?
Mm,
Because everybody that
there
we
you
come in
go.
contact with is not a romantic relationship. They could genuinely be somebody that you can just be a friend, or somebody that you can network with as far as like help benefit you in your whatever you're doing, or you can help benefit them.
But we
It's
said
not
benefits. I learned what benefits meant earlier, though.
not that kind of benefit.
Oh,
A benefit that helps you in your passion, your purpose. So if you meet someone who is a
oh,
photographer
okay.
and
Gotcha.
you need some photography work, maybe that's all it is. Maybe you just need to
Mm-hmm.
network with that person on a friendship level and on a business level, and just build that type of business relationship. Because everything that looks good ain't good for you. And just because you're
Right.
attracted to them does not mean our body lies to us all the time. Our body would say, "Oh my gosh, I need to talk to them. They look so good to me." But are they good for you? So you may look
No,
good
they're
to
not.
me. My body may be doing some things when I see you, but should I be talking to you? Ah,
No,
right.
no.
He said no. Pastor said no. Look, leave my anointing off.
Oh, I got you. I got you. You do thankful faithfulness, whatever you want. All right? You do the thankful faithfulness, whatever you want. I'll
Whatever
be
you
here,
want.
however, wherever you're at. I'll be here
Right.
without judgment.
Right.
I'm playing around, but
Exactly.
seriously, we all have our things to navigate, and
Right.
while I
Exactly.
don't think it is the wisest choice, if you do it, all right, well, we move on from here, and that's how we do it.
Right.
Oh, that would have
Right.
been such a great place to say the way, and that's the way love goes.
That's the way
Ah,
love
missed
goes.
it.
Well, it's okay.
Ah.
I'm about to say, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, ding, 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 that's on your screen so that you can get every notification that we have whenever we go live or whenever we upload any videos.
Mm-hmm.
Also, go to our Instagram page. We are building it up.
Mm-hmm.
It's at The Way Love Goes Pod. And you can also email us at thewaylovegoespod@gmail.com. Thank you again for
Mm-hmm.
coming on and listening to us. I hope that we have helped you today to find out how the way love goes. And
Mm-hmm. That's
that's
the
the
way.
way love
Love go.
goes. Bye, you guys. Have a great
Bye.
weekend. Be safe.
Don't let cuffing happen to you.